Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are giving Thomas his birthday present, which I've been telling him for many years that one day I'm going to buy him a ute, because he's always wanted a ute, an XG ute in particular, because we used to have one years ago. And we have just gone and picked up another project, which you guys probably think is insanity because we have like 9 projects now. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Buying Thomas this car is kind of something that I really wanted when I was younger. My own kind of car project, which I used to work on my dad's car, which was awesome. His little Subaru. But this is like his own project, which he wanted, and it was fairly cheap and it's pretty nasty. But he's got 5 years until he turns 18, because he's going to turn 13 next weekend in 6 days. So I'm officially going to give you the keys to the car. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad.
Anyway, this is the car. Do the usual run through. Yeah, it's white, XG 1994. It's done high Ks. It's got EBS pack rims on it. Yeah, it's got a tow bar. It's on gas. It's got rust along the tailgate. This side's pretty straight, pretty good. Not much rust. We've got some rust around the sills here, which we're gonna have to cut out and fix. I've already had a look under the car. It looks all right. The bonnet is completely cooked, so all underneath's all rusted. As you can see here, it's all cracking. It looks like someone's tried to fix it before. This side's pretty clean. It does have a bit of a scrape here. I'm just telling you all the negative things about it. It is pretty trashed inside as usual. I feel like we've done this video a million times already. 3-seater, so column shift. You can put his girlfriend in the middle.
Yep.
Have you got a girlfriend?
No,
Not yet.
Anymore.
Not yet.
Not anymore. Yeah.
So any ladies out there, you're single if you want to hit him up. Yeah, so that's the interior. We haven't really looked at the seats under here. Oh, look, the same trim as our old one. Remember that?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what our old one had. Yeah, it's got a little bit of rust down here, which, you know, I'm guessing is mostly surface. We're going to dig into it and have a look. There we go, digging into it. Doors are good. It runs and drives, and we're probably going to paint a different color. What color do you think you might do it?
The same blue as our old.
Oh, really? Yeah. You're kidding me. Maybe we should just sell this and buy one that blue. So we're going to give this thing a wash now, because it's dirty as, and we can't stand seeing it in this ugly, in this unloved way. We're pretty much the channel that just washes cars, buffs them, and then just puts them aside, and then buys another one, buy it, wash it, buff it, put it aside. For those guys following this channel, following the VL build, I actually picked up a motor today. So you guys don't know yet, but the motor that was in there, I've been trying to start it again and again. It's got low compression. So we found a cheap motor online and we went and picked that up. Motor and box is gonna go straight in. Hopefully that's gonna start and work. All right, start it up for us. See what it sounds like. It's definitely the exhaust or something's hitting. Needs some work, but we'll figure it out. All right, let's get into the wash. Alright, so the back of this is looking pretty feral. The guys left rubbish and stuff here, which would have been nice if he got rid of, but he took out the tyres that he wanted and left all the rubbish. Whatever. Looks like all car stuff anyway, like it's fluids and whatever. We'll just bin it all. Hopefully there's no major rust under there. So next up will be to give this interior a clean out. How many Ks have we done? Low Ks. Low as Ks. We're looking at 414,000. So just run in. The seat on the passenger side's looking alright from what we've pulled up so far. Pull the stash mat off, get all the rubbish out of it.
Driver seat's all ripped. I checked.
Yeah.
Feel good music.
And we're back on the next day now. It got too dark, but we were working on the car late at night. The memory card got full on the camera, so we didn't keep filming. But now Thomas is giving the interior a vacuum, and we've also tried out a little bit of buffing on the car as well. We've moved the car back. We gave a few of these panels just a bit of a buff, and as you can see, the shine. Obviously it's still got a bit of rust, but we just wanted to make it look nice for him. We just really lightly buffed it. And this is what the interior is looking like now. Yeah, the seat's a bit ripped here, but I think it's gonna clean up pretty well. It's got like the tradesman floor, so this will clean up good. It looks like there's only one little hole there. Yeah, I reckon we get the steamer in there after we get all the big stuff out. We definitely need a few parts. Thomas has been trying to figure out why the door hinge has fallen off, and as you can see, there's the top of that hinge there is broken, so we need a new door, which I'm guessing is a common problem on these. Steering wheel's like disgustingly dirty, like look at that. After we cleaned it, but yeah, I reckon we get the steamer onto it, which I might fire up now while you're vacuuming this out. So I'm just gonna put this here, just don't knock it off. One awesome thing we found out after doing some research last night on these 1994 extra ute is they come out standard with an LSD diff, which is awesome. And this one has been optioned, we also found out, with the 1 ton pack, so you can carry extra weight. It's also got the alloy rims. So these were the standard rims on these. Well, not standard, but standard was just like your Steelies, but these were like an $800 option. And also air conditioning was also an option, which this car has. So this is a 94 extra ute, fully optioned, pretty much every option you could get. The rims, aircon, and the 1 ton pack. And in 94, they made them standard with an LSD diff. So if we ever do like an engine conversion, or you want to accidentally go sideways in the wet, it's going to be safer, isn't it? You're not going to go sideways, are you?
Not on the road, maybe.
What? You don't know? Is that a yes? Okay then. So Thomas is just steaming the interior. As you can see, the steering wheel is looking way better, even though it's kind of like faded a bit. Like if we put some protectant on there now, you've got to make sure you clean the back properly too, because like the back you can't see, but that's where there's going to be just as much dirt. So that's very important. All right, so we figured out that this car also needs power steering fluid, because when you start it, it's like going, making that weird noise. So my brother actually gave Thomas a super cheap auto voucher, which we don't usually go to super cheap, but you know, Autobahn was closed, and he's got some power steering fluid with stop leak, because obviously it's leaked out because it's got a leak in it. He's also fixed the window that wasn't working properly, which is awesome. The camera ran out of space, so Thomas is actually the window full fell off, and then we took the whole door trim off, and he's fixed it so it winds up and down perfectly. And he's also, that exhaust rattle that you heard earlier, he has bent the exhaust a little bit, so because it was hitting on the gas tank, was it, or the gas tank bracket or something?
The exhaust had a heat shield on it, and the tank had a heat shield, and then they were hitting each other.
Okay, so the exhaust had a heat shield and the tank had a heat shield and they were hitting on each other. Have we shown him in here yet? So yeah, the bonnet is fully cooked, as you can see. Someone tried to fix it, but that's gone. We're not even going to bother with that. So we're just going to put some power steering fluid in, because that is empty. Let's do this. So Thomas has used his Christmas voucher from last year, and this will get rid of the sound of that. Maybe not too much, not crazy full, because this thing has a measuring thing on it. So if you look at the end of that, it tells you where it's like empty and full. If that wants to focus on that. Full gives you like a little indicator. So what you do is you close that and then you open it up again, and it shows you. See, I think there's more than enough in there. So when you start it now, it should be fine. Like, it'll sound way better. I reckon one of the engine mounts is also gone, because the car actually rattles quite a bit. Yeah, start it, yeah.
Steering will probably be better as well.
It'll sound better. Can't hear it no more. Yeah? Way better. So much better. Sounds fine. It's not rattling anymore, as you can hear. And it's not winding from the engine anymore because we've got power steering fluid. A couple of simple things, and yeah, it's just come a long way. Very good. What's next? Oh, Thomas also bought some super glue to re-glue this back on. This thing. So he's cleaned it up, fixed the switch. We've clipped this plastic back in. He's going to super glue that back onto there, which is good.
Yep.
And yeah, for a 12-year-old, he's doing pretty well. I mean, he looks like he's a big 12. Aren't you?
Yep.
He's a big 12, but he's still 12. Too many free-range chicken eggs there. So what our plans are for this is to get it on the road, try and get it on club reg before they change the rules, because if you didn't know, they're changing the club reg rules from now your car has to be 25 years or older, and they're changing it to 30 years or older, and this is 94, so this will fall into that bracket, and we'll have to wait another, I think, 4 years or something before we can get it club regged. And if that's the case, then we were going to have to pay full reg on this thing for like so many years, which is not a car we're going to use all the time. It'll just be randomly when we need to pick up parts and whatever. So Thomas has just successfully re-glued that on there. Does still need a little bit of a cleanup, but that was all hanging off. This whole plastic trim was hanging off. And yeah, that's what the interior is looking like now. Still needs a bit more work, but it's definitely way better than what it was. And it's only really less than 24 hours since we've had the car, true? Actually, no, it's just over 24 hours. So the back of the ute we cleaned up as well, as much as we could. It's got this ugly like resin stuff. I don't know if someone's coated it with something. We're gonna sand that back and paint it all white again. Just clean it up. And yeah, get a new bonnet, get a few new parts that we need, and that's it. We'll see you guys in the next video, where we probably buy another car and buff that and put it to the side.
Yep.
No, we're not. No, we're gonna finish something. We're gonna finish something. All right, guys, take care.